Hello and welcome to my Yoga for Paddle Sports video. This video is broken into 3 parts. The first is to warm and stretch the shoulders, the second is to warm up the whole body, and the third is to stretch the back and chest, which when combined together will stretch and warm up all the areas you need before paddling. All you'll need is a paddle. If you're a surfer you can use a leash, and I'd recommend practicing on hard damp sand to protect your wrists. Remember, always listen to your own body and any limitations, leaving out anything you may find difficult. So we'll start by just warming up the shoulders with just gentle small shoulder rotations. So drawing the shoulders up, back and down. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So nice slow breathing, circling, making the circle as big as feels comfortable, and then we'll straighten the arms and make nice big circles up in backward circles. This is increasing the mobility in your shoulder joints. We'll change direction. So noticing if one direction feels more fluid than the other, always listening to your own body. And then we'll bring the hands above the head and we'll lower one arm forward as you lower the other arm back. So this is very good for your concentration, very good for your brain, and very good for your coordination. We'll do one more and then we'll change direction. So remember, inhaling and exhaling nice and slowly, always through the nose if you can. And again, we'll do one more. And gently lower down, relaxing the shoulders. Now when you're ready, we'll bring the left arm across the body, just holding above the elbow, and pull the arm towards this chest to stretch the shoulder. On your next breath in, when you're ready, we'll raise the same arm up overhead, bending at the elbow, and encourage the elbow behind the head. Having a nice stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. And then to change the other side, bring the right arm across the body, holding above the elbow, pulling into the chest. Pausing for a moment till you feel a nice stretch. And then when you're ready, bringing the arm up overhead, bending the elbow, and encourage the elbow behind the back. And pausing for a few breaths in each position, nice slow breathing. And then lower down and relax the shoulders a few times behind the back. Now we'll take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Now we'll inhale, lift your chest chin looking up to the sky. Now we'll exhale, coming into a forward fold, bending the knees and lifting the hands up to wherever feels comfortable. So allowing your head just to relax, to also stretch the neck. This is stretching the back, stretching around the shoulders, the back of the legs and the hips. We'll inhale, gently twist to the left, exhale into the center, and then we'll inhale, gently twist to the right, and then exhale into the center. So come out of the posture, take a breath in. As you exhale, lower your hands down, round the back, come all the way up. And then we'll relax the shoulders with a few shoulder stretches. Now I'll inhale, raise the arms up overhead. We'll interlace the fingers and push the palms up. And then we'll exhale, lower the hands in line with the heart and separate the shoulder blades and lowering down the chin. Stretching the forearms, the hands between the shoulder blades. Just pausing, keep breathing. Next breath in, we'll raise the arms back up. We'll hold here for a moment, and then as you exhale, release the fingers and gently lower the hands down, relaxing the shoulders with a few shoulder rotations. For the next couple of postures, you'll need now either your strap, your leash, or your paddle, whatever you have available to you. You want the hands roughly in line with the shoulders and the arms nice and straight. So inhale, raise the arms up, lowering the hands slightly behind the head, and then we'll exhale, lowering the hands to the left. Inhale into the center, and exhale over to the right. Inhale into the center, exhale over to the left. Inhale into the center, and exhale to the right. Inhale back into the center, and this time we'll take either a wider paddle or your leash a bit wider, Arms nice and straight. Inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, lowering them behind the body. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lowering. So always inhale as you lift up and exhale as you lower. Check that the elbows are nice and straight. So widening the hands if you need to keep the arms nice and straight. Now to come into sun salutations, you'll have the big toes to touch a gap between the heels. So inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, gently coming into a forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. While exhale, step the right foot back and then the left. And gently lower all the way down onto the sand, untucking the toes. Inhale into a cobra. And then exhale into downward facing dog. Walk out the legs 1 or 2 times. On your next breath in, raise the right leg up, step the foot forward, back heel on the ground while inhale to warrior 1. And then while exhale, twisting to the side and lowering to warrior 2. We'll do a backward circle with the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together and turning the palms up to the ceiling. Next breath in, we'll raise the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands to the hips, we'll straighten both legs and change the feet into the other direction. Rebending the knees, we'll inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, coming into warrior 2, we'll do a backward circle with the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades and turn the palms up to the ceiling. Just pause here. Next breath in, raise the hands up. We'll gently turn the hips towards warrior 1. Then we'll exhale, lower the hands all the way down into the sand when you're ready and step back into plank. Inhale, exhale to the sand, untucking the toes. Inhale into a cobra and exhale into downward facing dog. So a different way of stepping forward. You can lift up the heels, bend the knees, and then step forward with your left foot and then your right. Inhale to a flat spine and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing and exhale, gently lower. Now widening your legs, we'll come into stretch the hips. So we'll inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, bend your right knee. Imagine you want to touch your right foot. Inhale, come into the center, stretch up to the ceiling. And exhale, bend your left leg, stretching to the left. Inhale, come to the center, stretching up. Exhale again to the right. Inhale into the center, stretching up. And exhale to the left. Inhale to the center, raising up. Exhale one more time to the right. Inhale to the center, stretching up. And exhale last time over to the left. Inhale, coming up. And we'll exhale, lower the hands down. Next breath in, we'll raise the arms one more time. Coming into a V. To stretch the shoulders, while exhale, draw the elbows behind the back. Inhale, stretching back up into a V. And exhale, draw the elbows behind the back. Inhale again, stretching up. Exhale, draw the elbows behind the back. Inhale, stretching up, looking up this time. And exhale. This time I'm going to hold this position, so really keep squeezing the elbows, stretching around the shoulders. Next breath in, stretch the arms up. And exhale, gently lower the hands down. So coming into chest postures, we'll need to come onto our hands and knees in table position. So the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. As you inhale, lower the abdomen, looking up to the ceiling. And exhale, draw the abdomen in and up and tuck under the chin, rounding the back. Inhale again, lowering the abdomen, looking to wherever you can see. And exhale, gently rounding. Really trying to lift the back of the heart up towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, lowering the abdomen, looking up. And inhale, rounding the back. And we'll come into, as you exhale, neutral position to come into Anahata. So walking the hands forward, lowering onto the elbows. So taking hold of one elbow with your hand and straightening now your right arm. Take a breath in. You can either stay here. If it feels more comfortable, we can arch the back and lower the chest towards the floor. untucking the toes. Pause here for a few breaths, so checking that your head is nicely supported. You may want a pillow or a block or something to support your chin or your forehead on. Nice slow breathing, really try to expand the lungs in all positions here. You may feel this across the chest, the sides of the torso, and even the shoulder blades. So now to start to come out of the posture, when you're ready, we'll inhale, start to lift the chest. Sliding your elbows back underneath you, supporting the weight of the body, will come back into table to do more cat-cow breaths. So inhale, looking up, lowering the abdomen. Exhale, draw the abdomen in and up and round the upper back. Inhale, lowering the abdomen, looking up. And exhale, drawing the abdomen in and up and really round the upper back. Last time, inhale, lowering the abdomen, looking up. And exhale, gently around. Now we'll inhale into a neutral position. We'll exhale one more time, walk the hands one space forward, come back down onto the elbows to come into Anahata now on the other side. So taking now the left elbow with the right hand, taking a breath in and exhale, lowering down to wherever feels comfortable. So checking in this posture that the hips are above the knees, so we don't want the hips to go forward or backwards. And we're lowering to wherever feels comfortable, checking that your head is nice and supported. So this is a beginner's version of the posture with just one arm straight. So just observing how you feel. If it feels more comfortable, you can go deeper. So just one or two more breaths in this position, really trying to expand the lungs in all directions, really encouraging the body to soften and to relax. Now to come out of this posture when you're ready, we'll inhale, start to lift the chest. Slide the elbows back towards you, but we'll stay on the forearms and we'll come into a cat-cow variation. So inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lifting up the back of the heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the abdomen, looking up. And inhale, rounding the back. Exhale. Nice slow breaths. Inhaling and exhaling always through the nose if you can. And then when you're ready, we'll very slowly come back up to prepare for our next posture. So this time we'll need a rolled up towel or a block or a pillow, and we'll place it between the thighs. This is to encourage you to squeeze the thighs together. We'll tuck under the toes. So we're squeezing the thighs together and we're gently pushing the hips forward. So this has 3 stages depending on how your back feels. So the fingers facing down on the back of the hips. Inhale, as you exhale, lift the chest, chin looking up to the ceiling. So this is stage 1. You can stay here if this is enough for you today. Then we'll come back into the center. The next posture, we'll inhale. As you exhale, you can see if you can arch a little bit further, only if it feels comfortable on the back. Pausing, keep breathing here. Coming back to the center, and the final variation is coming into full camel posture, which is taking hold of the heels, lifting the chest, looking forward. So in this position it's very important to squeeze the legs and push the hips forward to support the back, lifting the chest. Nice slow breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Slowly when you're ready, come out of this posture and then to stretch the back in the other direction. We'll come into child's posture, so untucking the toes. You can use your pillow or your towel as a pillow to rest your forehead on, and just pausing here, arms by the side of the body. Take a few breaths in. So this is the whole routine today. So remember, the more you practice this routine, the more familiar it will feel and the easier it will become, the more flexibility you'll notice in your whole body, especially in your shoulders, chest and back. So you may like to check out other videos, which you'll find by subscribing to my YouTube channel, Sarah Lane Therapies. If you have enjoyed this video, please write a comment below or click the like button. And you may want to share this video using the share buttons. Please remember to subscribe to my page. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much. Goodbye.